Hi, it's Rich Tarani. Thanks for watching TMCNet's Editor's Day, Santa Clara 2015. On our program is Edward Killeen. He is with Radiant Logic. And Edward, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I think of your company in the federated identity space. I was hoping you could maybe add to that and tell us a little bit more about how you see your company, your vision.
All right, we work in security where all of our customers, their end users, whether they be employees or consumers, have multiple identities. They're known by different names. You might be R. Tarani in one, Rich in another. And what we do is we federate that identity to give a single place for all of your security software to know exactly who you are to make the right access decisions for you, whether it be the applications you can look at or what sort of services they want to provide within the organization and through the web.
So really it's user-level security, ensuring that access is granted only to people that are deemed appropriate for the resource or for the data.
Exactly. And correlating all the different views who you are so that access decision doesn't have to go looking for all the attributes about you, looking for all the different instances of who you are, and just having one single place for that entire decision to be made from. So it's sort of a federated, but really a 360-degree view of that identity with all the attributes and all the different versions of you that are out there.
Now, does it work across the systems that a corporation may have to deal with, from, let's say, Google services to Microsoft services to Amazon to, let's say, even Box and Dropbox and some of those other ones, Slack, et cetera?
Absolutely. It can be from the cloud, or applications that you have on premise, whether it be a database, a directory, a web service, or any other type of way that you're stored. And it can be from any sort of application, any data store. And it's a real simple way to put it all in a single place for really quick decision making from your IT infrastructure.
So really, are you seeing this shift? I know one of the writers on my staff, Peter Bernstein, often will talk about how the world is shifting from BYOD to BYO identity. Is that what you're seeing in the world?
Absolutely. So a lot of it the organization does know about. The Bring Your Own Identity is a lot of the people who are logging in through their social identities, and we're able to read some of that from the metadata as well. But it's really, if they bring their own identity, it's then merging what you already know about them into that single place, so you don't have to figure out that your Twitter handle that you're logging in with is actually your corporate account, and that all those connections and correlation is made behind the scenes.
Fantastic. Now, if a company is deciding to choose you or choose perhaps another solution, how do they come about the decision to pick your company? What's the differentiation?
It's usually when you find that you have a very messy infrastructure, and not to insult our soon-to-be customers, but it's when they realize that there are a lot of different places where they're storing your identity information. One of our large customers is one of the top 5 insurance companies, and they're embarking on a digital transformation project where they want their consumers to have just a single ID. And they might have 5 or 6 different accounts with this insurance provider, but they need a way to bring all of those together. They don't want to just have you create a new ID, then start from scratch with them, because you could have been doing business with them for the last 10, 15, 20 years. So what they're doing is using our software to correlate all those identities. So when you choose your new ID, it is able to look at all the different places where you have an account and bring all that information in immediately. So they're able to come into the 21st century, have a really great digital experience for their customers without all of the laborious question asking of you having to tell all of your 6 different account numbers. And so it enables them to move forward and really digitally transform what they're able to do.
So if I'm imagining that you're breaking into your systems would be a hacker's dream, just because of where you sit within a network. What are you doing to ensure that your customers are comfortable working with you in the manner in which the solutions you're providing?
Well, that's actually one of the best parts, is we're an abstraction layer away from the real data. So even though we might have pointers back to the real data, or even if we do cache it, it's still abstracted away from the information that they're really trying to get to, the application they're really trying to get to. And so it's a lot easier to create that separation with the abstraction layer. So it's, rather than being a treasure trove, it's really more of a a stumbling block to get to what they're really trying to do.
So I must misunderstand them, because what I'm envisioning is if I was able to hack into a federated identity system, then I would be able to apply rights to given resource, and then
So
go ahead.
So we work with the layer that actually applies the rights. So we're not the policy engine.
Got it.
We provide the federated identity to the policy engine.
I understand.
So whether you're using Ping Identity or CA single sign-on, they're just having one place to look. The policy engine is still being applied at the layer above us. We're the infrastructure below it.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So in terms of the future, what are some of the things we can expect?
We're seeing more and more with, sort of as the example I just gave with the insurance company, consumer identity. Things that we're doing with enabling a digital experience for the end users through a large organization, and taking it not only from the security side, which we work on, but also to the marketing side, which different partners and other organizations work on, to be able to bring a full experience, not only securely, but also to enable an organization to serve their customers better. So that's an announcement we're giving that you guys are looking to cover at the beginning of December that will really change the way people look at consumer identity in the marketplace.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.